Hi Teela Jammers, how you doing? Choose what you love and love what you choose. Now before I start the video, please subscribe to the channel and like and share the video if you can. Now saying that, this video is all about honesty. So the quote, "Honesty is the best policy," is what we're going for. And in speaking about HIV and AIDS, there's such a stigma attached to it, although now we're getting to a point where stigma is lessening and the treatment of HIV and AIDS people is getting so much better because we're opening up, we're disclosing our status. We know treatment, when we're on treatment, we can't pass it on. And the messages that are being poured out to the public are signifying the transmission rates, which means that we get less transmission, less stigma, and less, less of everyone being scared about it. So be safe, be aware. This is the t-shirt that I'm wearing today from the Orange range, and I'd just like to say, being safe is one thing, but you have to be aware. And so when you're honest about your status, whether you're negative or positive, you are making the other person aware of your status. You're making the person aware that you are of this status or not. And being safe means that you protect that person. So you speak about it, you speak about your HIV. Are you on treatment? Are you likely to be put on treatment? If not, when? Because you can't live your life without treatment. You'll just get sick and more sick and more sick. And in saying that, being safe also means protection from the virus. So you can be on contraceptives, which means condoms and dental dams, and then just making yourself more aware of the transmission, the ways in which it can be transmitted. So I've got a presentation actually on a general overview of how to, what is HIV, how it's transmitted, and the signs and symptoms. But being honest is the best policy, and it's not rules and regulations, but it's our lives. We have to look after ourselves, and it's about being self-loving towards ourselves. Once we're self-loving towards ourselves, we can be self-loving towards others. So it's not too long of a video, but I just wanted to point out the importance of being honest about your status. Never to be afraid of the repercussions and the stigma, because once you're honest with a person is more likely to be honest with you. They may have had experiences where they've had different viruses, and it's not quite nice to tell someone, oh, I had this before, I had chlamydia or gonorrhea or what have you. It's not a nice conversation, but sometimes it has to be had. I mean, you don't have to go into the past relationships, because no one wants to hear about the other person's ex. I mean, I had one person going on and on and on and about their ex, and it just signified to me that they weren't over their ex, and that's a whole different video. But in saying that, when you aren't over something, it's best to get over it, and not in a way that's derogatory. I mean, I know a lot of people will get under someone to get over someone, but it's not quite that simple. It's more about getting into a headspace where you can put the past behind you and look forward to what's in front of you, or even what's in the present, what's in the now. And that's another t-shirt that I've got on with the mentalism jam. So be present and watch your thoughts and notice your thoughts. So we won't keep you too long, but be honest about your status, whether you're negative or positive, because it might really open up a good conversation when you're in your relationships. So choose what you love and love what you choose. Take care.